Hey, family. So, I had a really rough night. I didn't feel good. I had a major headache. I still do. But this is how it is with chronic illness. You never know when's a good day or a bad day. So, whatever day I am living, I always try to make the best of it. Puppy paw. um, get your paw out of there, girl. Looks funny. I was barely able to make dinner last night. My son had to help me with it toward the end. Chronic illness. If you live it, you already know. It's so hard sometimes. When you look normal, but you're in pain. It's really hard. People assume if I have a good day that my life is really like that and I may be faking it. Every part of my body is hurting right now. I take multiple meds and they all have reactions. So, one could cause tiredness, the other one could cause joint pain. So, besides my illnesses, I have to deal with the medicine reactions. Not every day is like this. My back is hurting. I have fibromyalgia. My allergies are kicking lately. So my body's just, it just has days where it just feels crushed. My bones are hurting. So, yeah, this is a moment in time where the illness has taken over. I just want to feel better. It hurts so bad. Hey family, today I am definitely struggling. And surprisingly, I've made so many lists for YouTube. So it was a mixture of good and yesterday, I have good days and bad days. I've shared this before with you guys. And yesterday was a bad day. It was okay. I felt not my hottest. So I wasn't 100%. And then it just went to a headache, to a worse headache, to throwing up, to not being able to open my eyes, light sensitivity. And I ended up just going to bed early. Now I knew if this was, if it took a step further, that I would have to go to the ER. But thank goodness it didn't go there. And today I'm feeling much, much better. I am like, 40%. But I was, my creative level was still there. So I worked on YouTube. Not much for the house, but yeah. So this is how my life is. good and bad with chronic illness. So I wrote it down, everything wrong with me. So you'll have a better understanding. Like, this girl keeps on mentioning chronic illness, and she mentioned it on Carpool Mom Confessions. But what is really going on with her? I've always had some issue or another growing up. I don't remember being the healthiest, but it was nothing to take me to the hospital for. That's how I remember it. I got to talk to my mom and dad and just kind of see their understanding of my health in my younger years. But, you know, my dad was healthy, and my mom, I know she had some things going on with her. So, I know some of these can be passed on. So, my health summary is heart failure, kidney transplant, fatty liver, osteopenia in my right hip. I can never say this word right. So it's enteromosis. I ended up having a hysterectomy because of it. I have scoliosis. The doctor calls it chronic pain, fibromyalgia. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, high sugar. I'm diabetic too, or diabetes too. I have chronic ulcerative colitis and chronic constipation. So if I looked PO'd all the time, pissed, it's not the mood. It's just my stomach is hurting. Right now, I'm immune suppressed because of my medication. I was told I had cancer by 3 different doctors, and the last doctor I saw, the cancer surgeon, he told me everything looks like cancer, but it's fat necrosis. So my head is, I'm thankful, but so much going on with me. I'll deal with this current condition as it comes with the doctor. I'm allergic to milk, penicillin, the surgeries I've gone through after giving birth. You know, I did dialysis for maybe about 9 months. I was very blessed to have been limited, or not limited, but experienced dialysis for 9 months. But it is so hardcore. I was worried about my future on dialysis. I don't want to scare anybody, but it's very, very hard on me, and I didn't see my life going much further. I had multiple outpatient surgeries. Let me see. There's a scar from that. Had catheters so I can do dialysis. I had maybe 3 or 4 surgeries, or outpatient surgeries for catheters. My last catheter was in my stomach, and that's where it's like doing dialysis at home, and the catheter is sticking out of your stomach. And I was able to do it by myself. Oh, what a journey. But yeah, that's what's going on with me. I may have forgot 1 or 2, I feel like, of conditions, but that's why you really see my burst of life. Sometimes it's like I'm over enthusiastic, over happy on certain days. And it's just because I've been given another day of life. I know how sick I was and how I felt. And it's like God opened my eyes to see after that struggle, those struggles. I'm still struggling a little, but He saw that, excuse me, I saw much more beautiful days full of color. You know, once you've been in one, I felt like a cloud was over me. But it's like I was under a dark cloud. Um, Happiness seemed so far away, although, you know, I did experience it. um, it was just a real rough time. So, I'll get into this further with you guys, but you'll hear the good, you know, the bad, um, the rough parts, you know, great doctors stories that will make you cry. Um, you know, you'll just hear everything about this chronic illness journey with me. And I hope that my hopes in sharing this is that you'll have a better understanding for me, and maybe your family or loved ones that are dealing with chronic illness. You'll be a little bit more patient and um, just be present in their life. You know, it was such a hard journey that I pulled away from a lot of people just because I felt like a burden. And, you know, who wants to talk to someone that's sick all the time? I felt like some family members even pulled away a little because they didn't know how to deal with it, deal with me sharing. But ultimately, 9 hours later, and I finally am able to end this video. It was a very emotional day. I was sick yesterday, like I said, and thoughts of my journey. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. But I'm here to tell it. Maybe I'll learn some patience with the ones that are sick. Or maybe you understand because you're going through it now. Well, those are my last thoughts. I love you all. I truly do. And I'll talk to you later.